Hello, and welcome back to another Fear Street review. I am Sheree, and I'm living my best life at Fantasia Fest. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's over now. By the time you see this, it's pretty much done. Yeah, it's the last day. But you know how I roll. Anywho's, I'm going to talk to you about Carnage for Christmas, which technically I saw at Salem Horror Fest. But it popped up at Fantasia, and I found my notes. I meant to review it a long time ago, but life was lifing. But it's still a damn good time, and I still have a tomato to give, and I'm giving it to this bitch because she's fun. If you love your Christmas horror and you wish it was a little less cis, this is for you. If you like good kills, this is for you. If you like it when a movie yells "fuck the patriarchy," this is for you. If you're an Maio Mackay fan, this is for you. I hope Shudder gets it for the holidays. Yes. But anywho's, before I get into any of the reviews and things, I'm me, so there might be a few spoilers. I'm gonna try not to spoil it because I think everybody should see this. It deserves to be seen. You deserve to experience it, and we hate people who spoil things. So I'm gonna try to keep it as spoiler light as possible, because I really like it. Spoiler alert! I really like it. Anywho's, Carnage for Christmas. The synopsis reads: Lola returns home for the first time since transitioning, only to find her town haunted by urban legends and a psychotic killer. Boom, pal, you're already in, aren't you? Anywho's, if you don't know, Miss Alice Maio Mackay, she's our favorite Australian teams making horror movies. This is her newest venture. All of them I've seen so far have been bops, and I need to see the last one I haven't seen, which I'm hoping Shudder also gets because a lot of her stuff ends up on Shudder. It's part of the reason I can't break up with them, even though my wallet says I should sometimes. Anywho's, this movie specifically, I am obsessed with Lola. I love Lola. Alice has a way of writing women I very fucking respond to because I feel seen and I feel me because they are not having anybody's bullshit. They're not having anybody's nonsense. They know what they know, and you cannot come for them. And if you come for them, you better be ready for them to clap the fuck back. Also, Lola's a podcaster, and that feels familiar for so many reasons to me as a person. She's also not afraid of telling the cops to fuck themselves because the cops are worthless as usual. They're coming in with the micro and the macroaggressions, and Lola's like, no, miss me. And I'm just like, yes, queen. Yes, give us more. Give us more. She's also just like fucking stunning at a funeral. Like, I need you to see the funeral scene because everybody in the squad delivers. It's very much giving, we have to put our friend under the ground, but also we got to do brunch later. And that's my energy. I mean, we can be sad over mimosas. Yes. So I was here for the fits. I was here for the looks. I was here for all of it. I am also part of the reason I am such a big fan of Alice Maio Mackay's work is because basically all of the movies come down to let's get the squad and beat the shit out of the patriarchy, which is a platform I support. It's a message I'm living for. And it makes sense in the worlds that Alice is crafting because she's very much about the community and about the people who get left out of the conversations, which is the reason why her movies hit for me. Because part of the reason we started at Fear Street is so the people who don't get to be seen and heard get to be seen and heard. And so I love that. It's just like, hey, squad, we got a problem. Get in the car. We're going to go fight it. Because together we're a team, and it works better in Alice's work because like there's an actual theme to go off of that makes sense as opposed to getting 90 fools together for an exorcism or getting all of Haddonfield to jump Mikey with irons. It never feels overcrowded. It always feels genuine and earned when Alice does it. Again, this is my third movie, and each time I'm just like, yes, call the squad. Yes, beat his ass, or beat their asses, because sometimes it's plural. Because men are the worst, even in Australia, even in like different timelines of things. I don't want to give anything away from Alice's shit, but yeah, no. The patriarchy is always the problem. Again, she gets me. Anywho's, I am also just always here for what Alice is doing because Alice is dealing with actual inclusive feminism, which is much different than what a lot of people are peddling, Joanne Rowling, and other people who like to get their Chardonnay and say all the wrong things and feel like they have to subscribe to white feminism for it to be feminism. Stop. It's been time to stop. Stop it. Fucking stop it. And that's another reason why I just fucking stand this movie and all the other movies in Alice's catalog that I've seen so far is because like all the things that a lot of us are yelling at our screens, Alice is doing. At the age of 19, I believe she's 19 now, so she can't even like drink legally over here. But she's just like, hold my beer in my country. I have a movie for you. In America, she's like, hold my beverage that we won't talk about. I have a movie for you, and I love that. Anywho's, to cut this rant short, I am really here for this movie. I'm really here for Alice's unofficial mission statements. It's amazing. When the squad gets together to beat the patriarchy's ass this time, there's a really cool needle drop because it's a Christmas movie. There's a Christmas song, and now whenever I hear it, I'm gonna think of them stomping the fuck out of somebody, and I love that. I love that. Squad goals. Squad goals. Have a girl on the ox. At all times. Yes. I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas horror, as we all know. But like we're sort of having a renaissance lately where like there's been a lot of really cool stuff over the last few years. And I think that this is a very welcome addition to that. I also think part of that is that we are getting more women and more queer people telling these stories lately. And so it's not the same hokey Hallmark shit that we had to sit through and then be like, I guess that's Christmas. Thanks, y'all. I am also very much here for the ending that I will not ruin for you, but it sets it up for more adventures, which I love because Lola's giving Veronica Mars. She's giving Nancy Drew. She's not going to put these allegations, you know, like she's a podcaster and she's also an ex-forensic person, or she went to school for that. And so like, she's like, let me put my hair up and let me investigate this bloodbath because I know the cops are going to fuck it up. And she's going to get her answers. And I would watch her go on 9 other adventures, especially because this is such a short movie. Another thing I love about Alice's work is that she tells her story and she gets the fuck out. We have a lot of filmmakers who are like, let me hold you hostage for 5 hours. And I go to hell every time. I love a movie that's like, here's what we're doing. We've done it. Good night. That keeps it fun and exciting, and you don't get stuck being like, why is this here? You could trim that. There's nothing to trim in an Alice movie. Like, my notes for this movie are very nitpicky. Like, there's some volume issues with some of the dialogue, and you want to hear the actors because like that's half the fun of watching actors act, is seeing everything they bring to it. And so I would love to hear some of those lines that I had to fight with, but like also when it's a wider release, we'll be able to have like the subtitles, and that'll be cool. Not subtitles, closed captions. I know words. And there was like a couple of lighting issues. Some of the things were just too dark. I know what they were going for overall. And I also just love the aesthetic that comes with an Alice Mayo Mackay movie. But I think that there were a couple of scenes where it's like we could have like lightened that up just a little bit. And so again, nitpicky shit, as opposed to the usual problems I'm usually yelling at you about. We love it. We love it. I firmly believe this is my favorite of Alice's movies so far. But again, every time Alice comes back, she's grown so much as a filmmaker, and the movie benefits from that because a lot of filmmakers like to get stagnant and stuck. And Alice's like, no, we're doing this, but also we've learned. Also, now we have access to this. Now we have access to these people. Let's do this. Because I saw some familiar names in the credits as far as like editors and things go. And so I love that we're still collecting a squad. I love that we're still learning and growing. And I love that we're basically just fine-tuning what makes this fun. I feel like all these movies live in the same universe in my brain, and I'm excited to see what's next. I'm excited to see what I've missed, and I'm excited to hear people talk about it when it finally hits the streets, hopefully for Christmas. It's been in the festivals for a minute, so I'm really, really hoping the rest of you get to see it. And if you are a podcaster, reviewer, whatever, please, please, please ask for a screener because it's fucking fun. Anywho's, do I like it? Yeah, I like it. I'm giving it 4 drinks. I know Alice can't drink those drinks in America, but in Australia, she can. And I would love to buy those drinks because yes, this is a damn good time. I feel very happy. I feel very good about this movie, and I can't wait to watch it again. If you agree with me, you can let me know in the comments. If you disagree, you can let Trent know in the comments because I'm not talking to you. Anywho's, that's what I know about this. One of us will see you soon. I don't know who, because again, we are independent podcasters and we take turns doing things on this YouTube channel. So thank you for subscribing and being a friend. Also, shout out to all of the people who let us see this Salem Horror Fest and Fantasia Fest had I requested that screener. Because again, we're an indie podcast and we don't have a lot of money, obviously, because look at our production values. So it's nice when friends let us see things so we can review them and tell people about them, especially when we're excited to share them, as opposed to being like, oh, girl, I took that for you don't do it. So yeah, if Trent were here, he'd say stay fierce. He's not though. So I'm giving you my stay fierce energy and I'm telling you bye.